What is up, FGO fans? Hope you're doing well. This is the start of a brand new series here on this channel. It is a complete FGO Craft Essence tier list video series. I know that sounds insane. I don't care. We're gonna do it. If you think I'm exaggerating, guess what? I already have a lot of the work done. Take a look at these. It'll be part 1, 1-star CEs. That's this video. Part 2, the 2-star CEs. Then part 3, 3-star CEs. So the 4-star CEs will get broken up into 3 different categories. There's so many 4-star CEs. Most of the craft essences in the game are 4-star craft essences. So first we'll do part 4, Valentine CEs. And then part 5 will be Bond craft essences. Part 6 is gonna be EXP CEs. This will obviously be a little bit more fun. And then it gets serious, part 7, the 4-star craft essences, before finally part 8, the 5-star CEs. Now, as you can imagine, these will have varying degrees of seriousness. 1-star and 2-star CEs are not going to be held to the same standard that 5-star CEs will. Bond CEs and EXP CEs are not really going to be comparable when it comes to gameplay. So we're going to have to mix in some different elements. A lot of that is going to come down to art. Some of it might even be due to lore or flavor text, but we'll talk through it as we go. And on the whole, just keep in mind, this is supposed to be for fun. This isn't supposed to be some definitive thing. I'm not telling you which CEs to level up. I'm not telling you which CEs are good or bad or whatever. It's just a fun series that I've wanted to do, and it will have all craft essences in the game. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of craft essences. I'm excited for this series, but to kick it off, here we are with part 1, the 1-star CEs. So first up, the first craft essence. This is CE number 1 in the game. It's one of the discontinued ones, but we are doing all CEs. This is Tenacity. It's got a base effect of self-defense up by 3%. At MLB, that's 5%. It's got a giant shield. It definitely doesn't look ripped off from Legend of Zelda. Nope, doesn't at all. But that aside, I mean, it's okay. I'm not going to heap on the praise or critique one way or the other too much, but also you could kind of see some shapes in here that you've probably seen in Microsoft Paint before, but hey, that's neither here nor there. It thematically fits between its effect and its visual, so that's pretty cool. As for where I'm going to rank it, I honestly do like the visual. I like how it ties in with the effect as well. Yeah, probably isn't the most original series of effects that you'll see, but I like it. So even though this is our first one, it's going straight to the top. Next up, we have Meditation. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not super high on this one. This won't take long. It's just a dude sitting in front of a dartboard. We don't know who it is. At least the previous guy was from Legend of Zelda, like we knew who it was, but with this one, it's literally just some guy. I don't mind the effect of like the glowing eyes. As far as the CE effects go, it's 5% debuff resist up at base, 10% at MLB, which that's not bad. I mean, it's a 1-star CE, who gives a shit? But I just can't get over the art. Just doesn't really sit right with me. I really think they just kind of like put a paper mache dude in front of a dartboard and said, hey, this is our CE. So yeah, I'm gonna rate this pretty low. Sorry, Meditation fans. I know there's legions of you, but I'm glad this one got discontinued. Next up, we have an absolute banger. I mean, look at this one. It's so symmetrical. It's so nice and blue, which is great because its art's up 3% for self at base and 5% at MLB. It's a looping CE before okay, all right, I'm just kidding. I really do like it. I think it looks nice. I wish it was still in the game, and you know, thematically it fits. Blue card, art's up. That's nice too. Maybe I'm just really easy to please, but for me, this is going up top as well. So next up, we have another one that I wish was still in the game, honestly. It's called Preemption. There's some interesting lore here. This is the first time that Hephaestion was teased in the game, so a lot of people don't know this, but yeah, she was actually teased many years I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. It looks cool, honestly. One thing that is true about it is it was buffing quick before buffing quick was cool or even possible in the game. Self quick up 3% at base, MLB 5% quick up. That's not bad, especially when you consider that there was not a lot of options to buff quick back then. That being said, I'm still apparently very easy to please. I think this is cool. It also reminds me of Iskandar, so I'm kind of a sucker for that, but no, I like it a lot. I like it a lot. It's got a cool motif, so it's going to go high up there for me too. Next up, we have Destruction. I'm disappointed. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm disappointed in this one. So I mean, it's cool when you like look at it, right? If you just look at it in a vacuum, yeah, it's cool. It's a castle being destructed. But it's Buster up 3% for himself at base and 5% at MLB. But it's pink background. Why? You couldn't just make it red. Make it red. You had a good thing going earlier with the arts and the blue, but now it's pink and this is Buster. It gets dinged for that. It gets dinged for that. It's not bottom tier, but it should have been. This could have gone the distance. You know, this could have been the genuine article, and they just fumbled it. You know, I'll say it. They fucked it up. They fucked it up. It's a miracle this game has lasted as long as it's. No, this is just okay to me. I really don't like the pink thing, but like, hey, whatever. It's a 1-star. This is the last of our discontinued ones, so this one might have been like the nail in the coffin. They might have been like, you know what, we gotta get rid of this. It's pink, not red. It's Buster up. Nah, it's gotta go. So mid-tier for me. So next up, we have the aptly named Combat. It's a 2% attack up at base, 4% MLB. Why couldn't we just have 3% and 5%? The light works. Why you gotta do this? I don't understand. But regardless, it's 2% and 4%. It is aptly named because, as you can see, there are a lot of combat-y things on the craft essence. It fits that. You know, a lot of attack sticks there. And the red, I guess, reminds me of the attack up skill icon, and that's a thing, right? But no, it's cool. It's fine. It's not bad, so yeah, it'll go up there for me. So next up, we have what appears to be a swirling toilet bowl of chains, which is pretty fitting because this is an absolute shit tier effect. Damage plus is usually it's pretty bad. If you're a fan of Archer Helena, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. So that being said, this is not terrible art. It could be worse. It could be better. It honestly is kind of simple, but it reminds me a lot of Enkidu, which is kind of cool. So that reminds me of Babylonia, which is kind of cool, and the Babylonia anime, which was kind of cool. So it kind of cheats its way up past the bottom tier. So yeah, not the worst, but definitely not the best. And man, that is such a triggering effect. Oh. The next one after that is Barrier. It's just the damage cut version of Linkage. It's, again, middle of the road art-wise. It's not terrible, it's not great. The effect is basically pointless. So yeah, this is gonna go right up there in the middle and we're gonna move right along. So the next one we have is Awakening. It's not bad. It's kind of simple. It fits itself thematically. So base effect gives 50% star weight up, and that's 100% in MLB. So that's not terrible for a 1-star CE. To give you some context, when they buffed Altera's second skill the first time, yes, it's had 2 buffs. When they buffed it the first time, at level 1, it became a 100% star weight up. Needless to say, that skill got another buff. So this one's just okay to me. I wanted to like it more. I get that that's like a sun, and the sun is a star, and the star is the effect, but it just didn't really jive with me. I'm like getting super serious about 1-star CEs. No, it's just okay. It's just okay. This didn't really do it for me, but I also recognize that it's not terrible. So mid-tier. So next up we have Starvation, and I have a bone to pick with this, just to be punny there for a second. First, let's get the effect out of the way. It's 15% NP gain when damaged up at base, and then 20% at MLB. That's whatever. Like, it's not a great effect. Nobody cares about that. My problem with this is it's one of the worst drawn pieces of imagery in the entire game. The entire game. And you can't really tell it just by looking at it. But as you can see here, the pixels and coloration on the bottom half of this craft essence are absolutely terrible. Terrible. I cannot tell you. So I do a lot of upscaling of FGO imagery and things like that. A lot of you know about that, right? I've talked about it in a past video. This is one of them. And when things get upscaled, any imperfections become absolutely amplified. Just massively amplified. This, I tell you what, to get a good, solid upscale of it, I probably had to manually fill in about 1,000 pixels. I wish I was kidding. About 1,000 pixels. It was crazy. So I kind of hate this craft essence now. Yeah, bottom tier. That's it. Which means that is the list. I was kind of surprised to see how good a lot of the old CEs looked, at least comparatively speaking. Some of the current ones, and I know these are 1 stars, like who gives a shit, but some of the current ones are just like really kind of tepid. Like they're just kind of meh. But I thought the shield one was really cool. I thought the blue one with the blue like star, I thought that was pretty cool. Same with the chariot. The combat one also is fine, but you know, I kind of like the old ones. So it was fun to look back on old CEs and see a lot of the art that I hadn't seen in a long time, or at least not paid attention to. I'll try to do one of these a week going forward. No promises on that. It takes a long time. Also, the 2-star video will look like this, but all the others will not, except for the CE EXP one. So the Craft Essence EXP video will be similar to this one as well, but the 3-star, Valentine's, Bond CE, 4-star, and 5-star CE tier list videos, those will not be like this, obviously. It's a little more in depth here just because no one pays attention to 1 stars, and then on the next one 2 stars. So it's fun to kind of like dig in a little bit, kind of scrutinize them to an unnecessary degree, but that obviously is not feasible for a lot of the other ones. So it won't be to this level, there'll be a little bit different format, but regardless, we'll still try to have fun with it. Yeah, it was fun to see these. So thanks for watching. Take care of yourself. Good luck on your rolls, and I'll see you next time. Take care.